Welcome, listeners, to the Crystal Show, where we bring you the news and dive right into a wide range of topics that matter to you. I also give my views and my opinion. The show starts right now. Let's get into it, people.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the show. I hope you're having a good day because I am having a good day. Man. Woo. So let's get into these first. Let's get into these stories. All right, let's check out this first story. This one is going to bring us to Clarkstown. Where the heck is a Clarkstown? Where's the Clarkstown head? What's a Clarkstown? All right, let's check this out. Clarkstown says 31 migrants in one home without proof. What? Why would they put 31 people in one home? I don't know. Let's check this story out, folks. I'm gonna let Sarah, my AI, take over this one because this one don't make no. This one, why would you put 31 people in one home? In the picture, it looks like a one family home. Just to let y'all know, look like a one family home. But let's hear what they gotta say. Hit it.
At least 31 people, including children, were discovered crammed into a 1,500 square foot home in Clarkstown. Local officials announced Monday. The residents were all recent migrants from Ecuador who had crossed at the southern border only recently. Clarkstown Supervisor George Homan likened the site to a flophouse. This is a national security crisis and a humanitarian crisis. Homan said as he explained the dangerous conditions in the home revealed by building code and law enforcement officers. Children residing in the garage, attic, unfinished basement, Homan said, mattress upon mattress. Photos showed cooking appliances in rooms throughout the house, including a microwave with a refrigerator balanced and topped near beds, extension cords strewn about, and sheets hung up to divide rooms. Tenants told officials more were coming. Homan said, with more than 10 illegal immigrants arriving this week, it appeared to be. The supervisor added, part of some sort of organized chain of migrant housing. But, Homan said, law enforcement didn't yet know who was behind it. The speculation, courtesy of Rockland County Executive Ed Day and U.S. Rep. Mike Lawler. Fellow Republicans, that New York City Mayor Eric Adams was somehow involved. They called it human trafficking. We're going to get to the bottom of who is behind this. Lawler said, if it is found that Eric Adams is involved, he said, there must be consequences. They said the movement of people was something being set up by design. Somebody's getting rich off of it. When asked if they had any proof that the people in the house were connected with Adams, the New York City shelter system, or had interfaced with NYC government programs in any way, they said they did not. Adams' office called that lies. Since last spring, New York City has provided care and shelter to more than 110,000 people seeking asylum, sheltering almost all of those who've arrived in New York State despite covering just 0.05% of the state's land. A spokesperson for the Adams administration said, in the absence of state and federal decompression strategies to address this national issue, New York City has been forced to undertake our own decompression strategy. The spokesperson added, instead of concocting nonsensical lies and spewing vicious hate at people pursuing the American dream, all our elected officials should act like the leaders they claim to be and do their part to manage this crisis affecting all New Yorkers. Some of the residents told authorities they had come to Texas, then Manhattan, then Queens, and then Rockland. Homan said they didn't have any information about how they ended up in those places. Homan said interviews with the people living in the house didn't turn up any direct links to U.S. government entities, those in Texas, where Gov. Greg Abbott has sent migrants to New York City and other Democrat-controlled localities, or New York City government officials or programs. Lawler said that blame for a broken immigration system lays at the feet of the Biden administration and blasted New York Gov. Kathy Hochul and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, all Democrats, for feeding a crisis. Day said he would call on the state attorney general to investigate. State Sen. Bill Weber said he was calling for a special session of the legislature to address the immigration crisis and had wanted the state Senate's Investigations and Government Operations Committee to investigate how $1 billion in funding for the crisis had been spent. Homan said that the town has long cracked down on illegal conversions of houses and inspects houses registered as landlord-owned periodically. In the town of Clarkstown, we enforce our codes. The path to the three-bedroom Cape Cod-style home at 295 New Hempstead Road in New City was multi-pronged. Two individuals were stopped by Clarkstown police officers for rummaging through a clothing drop-off bin near the New City Bowl. The officers said they were told by the two that they had recently come here and were in need of clothing. They apparently provided the New Hempstead Road address. Meanwhile, someone provided an anonymous tip, which Homan said can be done via the town website or the 311 app. The home was purchased last year by Shaleme Kopel of Monzi. According to town records, he did not register with the mandatory landlord registry. Homan said the town had only reached Kopel that day, and he was not forthcoming. The town was expected in state Supreme Court in Rockland County today to commence eviction procedures. Officials could not provide information on where the people in the house would go. Rockland County is already embroiled in court cases with New York City over a plan that was revealed in May to place migrants in an Orangeburg hotel. While providing social services, several counties, including Rockland, have blocked such relocations by the city, while other localities have worked with the shelter plan. Even before Adams' decompression plan to place migrants outside NYC. Day and Lawler had warned of immigration weighing on Rockland. In March, they held a press conference pointing to the strain on schools and local nonprofits as immigration to the region increased. The county has, over several years, seen an increase in immigration in certain areas.
Thank you. That's a bug one right there, Ed. That was a good story that you brought here today. I want to thank you for that. Let me give you an applause for that one. Ed gets an applause for bringing that story to us. Ed, hit that down a bit. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate your help there, bro. Thank you, Ed. Okay, so let's get into this story. This is one to peel apart. I was talking to somebody about this earlier, not in this specific area of New York, but the migrant crisis in New York. Okay, now, this is my question. This is my first question for all my listeners. How did they get there? That's my first question. How did they get there? My second question is, do y'all really think, as this man stated, that this is some type of game that these Democrats are playing? Because I sort of do think so. Because my question is this: how did these people get to this specific house? If these are migrants, okay, none of these migrants came here and said, "Hey, listen, can you get me to my friend Joey in New York? Can you get me to his house, please?" Yeah. He got a 15,000 square foot. You know, me and my team friends, we need to hurry up and get there. Can you give me some transportation? Nobody said that. Nobody said that. So my question is, how did all these people, 31, that's what it says, right? About 31 to be exact, and 10 more, if I'm correct, 10 more were on the way. So you got, let's see, you got 31 there, and you got 10 on the way. So that's about 41 people that would have been living in this one home. And I'm looking at a picture of this home. This looks like it looks like a one family house. It definitely looks like a one family house. But that's 31 people in there. They're stating that there were several families in there, several kids and several families in there. But my question still is, and um, I looked it up. It doesn't state nowhere how they got to this place. What is it? Clarkstown. It doesn't state really how they got there. I mean, it does state it, like, oh, they went from there to there to there, and then the bus dropped them in Clarkstown, right? So this is my question: how that? Let me be more specific. Okay, Ed, let me be more specific. How did they get in that house? How did they get in that house or to that house when these people were dropped off by a bus from the government that the government paid for? Now listen, Ed, the government paid for it. How did they end up in that house? Now, this is a theory that I have. This is only one theory that I have, and well, it's not really a theory because it's happened other places. Now, I'm not sure if this is that situation. I'm just stating what happened other places. So, people, to all my listeners, don't take it too far. One of my, yeah, Ed, I already told you about that listener. They took it too far. But, um, how did they get from the bus station to this house? Now, there have been reports of, um, how do you say it? There have been reports of uh, certain people picking up uh, the migrants and then taking them to their facilities and then collecting some type of financial assistance from them being there and then kicking them out. Now, this is I'm not saying it's fact. I'm just saying these are things that have been heard. You know what I'm saying? So, my question is this: was this that situation? And if so, who is paying for these people? That's my question. Whether legal or illegal, because this seems obviously. I mean, I don't know if you caught it, but it seems like something illegal is going on in here. Now, if the mayor of this town of New York is involved in it or not, I can't speak on that. I can't say. I'm just saying it just seems kind of fishy that uh, this bus brought these people here and they end up in what is an illegal situation. That they end up in this illegal situation because the report states that this guy was not recognized by the Clarkstown's, uh, I guess, their landlord board for renting out his house to people. So I guess that's where the illegal part comes in because it was illegal for him to rent his house out. But this is my question: who's paying the rent? Okay, who's paying the rent? How much rent is being charged? Because people, come on, you gotta pay something. Electricity is being used, and it's definitely being used because that place is, what did I call it earlier? And I called it something earlier. A firebomb. That place is a firebomb because it is uh, clearly a straight hazard. That is a straight fire hazard. I'm telling you, it's a straight fire hazard. Straight fire hazard. And oh man, I can't think. that all those people were being in there with all those wires and all those hot plates and everything. Ooh, ow, I burnt myself just now. Ooh, that's how true it is. Like all those people being in there and that place catches on fire. Like that would be a real sad story to have to report. Cause that place, like I said, it the way the pictures that I'm looking at right now to all my listeners, the pictures that I'm looking at, and it's just the way that they have the cords hanging and looking, definitely a fire hazard. And it's like it's going across. If you can imagine somebody sealing with different um with different what are those? With different extension cords running up the wall. That's what that looked like. It's a straight up fire hazard. So if the mayor of New York had something to do with this, he's in serious trouble, which I doubt. I don't know. I can't. I doubt. Maybe not. I don't know. But I sort of doubt it. But what I'm saying, what the question that I have is, how did the people get from the bus station to this illegal house? And the this supervisor, what do they call him? I forgot. Wait, can you pull it up again? Like some town officer, something. I don't know. Pull it up. Yeah, Clarkstown supervisor. Okay, supervisor. The supervisor states that they're strict and they're thorough with the landlord tenant thing, but this person just happened to have 31 people in there, and from Ecuador. So these are some heavy melanin people. You know what I'm saying? And they only got into this situation because these two people just came and needed clothes. And that's the sad part about it, is that they came, they come in here, you didn't give them nothing, like nothing. I don't think these people had anything when they got there. No, it's obvious, no clothes, nothing. Probably no type of paperwork or anything, nothing. And this is what we are dealing with in New York City and also around the country, because it states that we have tended to 100,000. Okay, but those numbers, I could say those numbers are wrong. That part of it is wrong. We have tended to more, way more than 100,000, as this is clearly stated. No, way more. Just in New York City, if you go anywhere in New York City, especially a lot of nonprofit organizations, there's nothing left. And this is the sad part about it, because I didn't we do a story about this already with a church, and the church was being pushed to the brink of the end. You see what I'm saying? So all of this. Oh, you gotta what? What? Oh, you gotta. Oh, okay. Ed is giving me the cue because he said he has a video, audio on this situation, and this is not. This is more than it. To me, it's more than a crisis. It's more than a crisis because it's affecting, like, people, listeners. It is affecting every state every state, little towns that have little to no homeless rate. Just think about those little towns that's on the outskirts of New York City. To all any of my listeners that's probably ever been outside New York City, but the little towns. Just think of the size of a town. That's now imagine 15 to 16,000 migrants coming here, asking for help. Just imagine, just picture your neighborhood. If you live in a neighborhood, just picture your neighborhood. Well, everybody live, but your neighborhood. Just picture 1,500 or 2,000 people just coming in and needing help. I mean, just picture, Ed. I'm being dead serious. Just picture that, because that's exactly what this entire country is going through under this administration, and it is being allowed under this administration for it to happen. These people are from Ecuador. They not from Mexico. They migrating through Mexico, but they from Ecuador. He just said it. They were from Ecuador. So I mean, people, serious, serious situation, and it seriously, seriously need to be dealt with. Ed, play the audio. Okay, go ahead. I got it. Go ahead.
Of a ongoing national security and humanitarian crisis with the migrant crisis that's been sent to our doorsteps. And as part of my ongoing commitment and the town of Clarkstown's ongoing commitment to keep Clarkstown safe and make us a healthy community, this past Friday, our building department and police department conducted an enforcement action, an administrative warrant, searching the property at 295 New Hempstead Road in New City. In over 4 dozen enforcement actions of this nature, spanning over the last 6 years, we've never seen a situation this dire. I'm going to ask that we start to show some of the pictures on the slides here. We had well over 30 individuals residing in this less than 1,500 square foot Cape Cod, 3 bedrooms. It's illegally converted. They're of unknown status. Beyond that, there were 3 bedrooms within the house, children residing in the garage, in the attic, in the unfinished basement. So far, the information gleaned from this enforcement action shows that there are more than 10 illegal immigrants would be arriving this week. There were folks within the house that told our police and told our building inspectors that they had come, some of them as recently as just 2 weeks ago, to the United States, into Texas, where they were transported up to New York City, into Manhattan, moved from Manhattan to Queens, and then transported up here into Clarkstown. A number of them were planning on moving from the house, and another 10 were coming within days, and there were going to be additional numbers coming as well. In essence, this was like a migrant flop house, coming right here into the town of Clarkstown, completely violating the law. The property.
Can you believe what he just said? Can you believe what he just said? Can you believe what this man just said? He said this was a migrant flop house. Do you know what that means, Ed? I'm sorry, fix my mic real quick. Please, thank you. Do you know what that means? A migrant flop house. Okay, some of y'all probably don't know what a flop house is, but y'all who don't know, I'm explaining to you. It's like a switch. It's like a rotation. It's just a clock. You have 10 come in, 10 go out. 10 come in, 10 go out. 10 come in, 10 go out. 15 come in, 10 go out. It's just a... So this is what I'm asking. People, listen to what he just said. He said it was like a migrant flow house. So do you understand how many migrants are flowing through that house every month? You understand what I'm saying? So you know how many different people are coming into that neighborhood. This is. I'm sorry. Yeah. Let me move it back. I'm sorry. My mic is too close. But this this is a scary thing that's happening right now. That is very scary to know that somebody's only in your neighborhood for 10 days. I mean, for 2 weeks, and then they can just disappear like that and be in a complete different borough, a complete different state. And you know what? They're unlisted. That was something that I didn't catch before that he had stated that these are unlisted people. So if they commit crimes or anything like that, they're not even on record as being a citizen in this country. So that's what I'm saying. Ed, this is a type scary issue right here. That would bother me. And it does. It does bother me. And to all my listeners, if this is going on in your neighborhood, around your neighborhood or whatever, I'm not going to tell you how to feel, but it's just some food for thought. Just think about that. And it's happening under this administration. I'm telling you, this administration, this is what we got to get y'all. Can did you boo me? Thank you. Did you hit him with a boo? Can you hit him with a boo? Hit him again. Yeah, 'cause this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That this situation is ridiculous, and I still want to know who was paying the rent for these people to be there. I'm sorry, somebody had to be getting some money. You might think it's funny. Somebody had to be getting some money somewhere. Somebody, just people think about it, and I am not lying. Somebody off of even this situation right here, somebody is making money, or somebody has been making money, because the landlord has to be charging them. And I don't know how it goes with how he would get some type of money out of it. I don't know how that works, but I'm pretty sure he's getting money out of it. He has to. I mean, so somebody got to be paying electricity, and the way all them damn wires are hanging up, somebody, trust me, somebody's paying that electricity bill. You know what I mean? Somebody is definitely paying that electricity bill. Definitely. So it's just mm, that's a dangerous situation. But I still want to know how they got there. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I want to know, to my listeners. y- y- I mean, you hit me up in the comments. You tell me, how do you think they got to this specific house and it ended up in this type of situation? Because as far as to my knowledge, these buses do drop you off to where you're supposed to go. They do drop you off. They drop you off in front of your shelter. You know, that's what they're supposed to do, right? I mean, come on. I don't know. All right, let's read one of these comments. This person said, "This is a problem coming to every neighborhood soon." I think so. I think very much. But like I said, I don't think it's coming to every single neighborhood. But to most neighborhoods, yes, this is something that's going to come to most neighborhoods. This, if it's not in your neighborhood now, probably within the next 6 months to a year, this might be a problem in your town, in your neighborhood. Let's continue this. Uh, these are being people regarded as merchandise, not as people. And I'm gonna stop it right there. I have to stop it right there because of what this person just said. And I believe that, I'm not going to say I believe, I think that to be very true. Because these people, these migrants, I mean, I understand that they seeking asylums and all this stuff, and they trying to get away from what oppression that they're going through. But it is so many of them. Ladies and gentlemen, why? Why? If we're having a problem, okay, with um helping another country across seas, and I'm just Ed, I'm not gonna go too deep in it. I'm just saying we're having an issue with helping this country across seas fight a war, right? Now we're opening the floodgates to let all these migrants in because this specific group of migrants are not from Mexico, but they came through Mexico. Understand that. They came through Mexico, but they not Mexican. Okay? So what do you think is going on? Okay? Let's get back to this. Let's get back to this. Certain certain certainly there are humanitarian organizations, but those are few and far between. Yes, it is, because a lot of these um, organizations are being drained. I'm gonna stop right there in that comment. Yes, because a lot of these organizations are being drained because of having to deal not only with what's already in their house, or when I say in their house, I mean in their communities, but they have thousands coming from another country or from other countries. And when these people, let me not say these people, when the migrants come to a neighborhood, they do not come in 100. They don't come, oh, there's 100 here. Oh, 150 people. No, they come in the thousands. And that's why these mayors and these governors was really at war, going back and forth to war because they had to keep busing these people back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They had to keep busing them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And for what, people? For what? I'm not going to say, and I'm going to end it here, because we got to get up out of here. I'm not saying that there is a conspiracy going on, but I'm trying to just point out is this. Yeah, I'm going to say it, Ed. Hold on. I'm going to say it, then we out here. What I'm trying to point out is this. Ladies and gentlemen, to all my listeners, just keep game. What do you think is about to happen? Because something is definitely about to happen. I don't know if all these people are here for because there's really something going on in their countries or their islands or whatever, or if Biden just opened the floodgates because he wants to make sure he stays in office. I don't know. I don't know because, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask y'all this question as well. And then we out here. I'm dead serious. Because a lot of the migrants that you see, a lot of migrants I've been seeing are men. Men. And they're saying there's a family stuck. I'm sorry. They moved the mic back, man. They saying that there's families stuck in this house, living out of this house. Okay? But when you walk around New York, where the families? I'm just asking you, where the families? When you look around New York, where the families? Because all I see are men. That's it. Just men. Not even families in the shelters. That's what I'm trying to say. Just men. I don't know. You ask yourself that question. All right, let's get out of here, folks. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm just saying, ask yourself that question. Ask yourself that question, man. Just ask yourself that question, Ed. All right, let's get out of here. All right, let's pay these bills real quick. Okay. Shut up. All right, let's pay these bills real quick. Y'all know all the links and all those. Y'all know all the links and everything are right there on your screen. where you can check out this show. This particular show will be put up on YouTube. You can also check us out on our Facebook page where we put up inspirational, motivational, and spiritual content to help you through your day. So y'all could go check that out. Um, what else? Oh, okay. Uh, also, I'm getting out of here. So, we got anything coming up, Ed? Anything? No? Okay. So, we're going to get up out of here because my time is done in Edison. Our time is up. So, to all my listeners, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode. Um, what? Oh, yeah. Ed, you're messing me up right now. Seriously. I want to thank all my listeners for tuning in. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you are here with me. Also, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, without Ed getting on my nerves. Peace, y'all. Wow. Peace, y'all. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Until next episode, y'all. Bye.